Good morning. It's about 7 o'clock and we are already underway, as I'm sure you can tell. So we came to a decision last night that due to an adverse weather forecast for tomorrow, basically, and the day after that's not that great either, but that we would take advantage of favorable conditions today, Sunday, to try to make our way all the way back to Vinalhaven Island in one shot today. So this will be a long day. I didn't add up the mileage exactly, but I think it's going to be around 40 miles, which will be certainly a record if we do it. So we, as I said, we do have good winds at the moment. I expect they're going to drop off lunchtime or so. So we'll probably end up motoring the last half of the day in order to do this. But we'll enjoy the current conditions while we have them. Things are a little rolly, you might be able to tell. Well, that's the story. Well, the main mission for today was accomplished. we are currently anchored in Vinalhaven Island. Dropped the anchor about 3 o'clock, and it's about 4:15 now. So amazingly, the weather forecast was pretty accurate. And I don't know how much would actually come across in the video, but we had strong southwest winds in the morning that died just about noon, and had pretty much no wind for about half an hour, and then the wind came back strongly from the northeast. So we spent the last few hours motoring, into pretty strong winds, which was nowhere near as much fun as sailing pretty much straight downwind in strong winds. So as you can imagine. Not much more to say, I guess. Well, in the video you can see the weather was mostly good. It is now clouded up entirely, overcast. But now they're changing the weather forecast, mostly in regard to precipitation over the next few days. So that's still touch and go, I guess. But without further ado, I guess we should go to the chart. Okay, so here once again is Johns Bay and Johns River, and this is Poorhouse Cove. We picked up the anchor here and left at about 6 o'clock. Sunrise is around 6:20, so we were in pretty dim conditions to start off with, but I wanted to get an early start. Anyway, we motored down here because we were almost dead into the wind, which was more south at this point, and down to Pemaquid Point, and that took us about an hour to get there. And from Pemaquid Point, we came east naturally, and let's see, there it is, Shark Island. We came south of Shark Island. Boop, 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 Shark Island. And then we came up here to the southern tip of Allen Island, and we took a shot there. We got pretty close there because we had to stay between the island and this shoal here, and then across to the southern edge of Burnt Island, and we got some video there as well. So we switched to a different scale chart here, but we again came along the south coast of Burnt Island, and then came a little further, more northeast, up along the green is the shipping lane, up to this buoy, which is 5 TB, and TB is for 2 bush. This is a 2 bush light here. And then, now, let's see, from Pemaquid to here was about 20 miles. So that was a pretty good sail. And then we continued east. Oh yeah, we came up this way to this junction on my chart, and then into the channel here on the west coast of Vinalhaven Island, and up to a little anchorage we often stay in. It's right up in here where we're very well protected. And at the time we got here, we needed that protection because the wind was blowing pretty strong. But it seemed to calm down, and I don't think it's one of those situations where it calmed down because I was in an anchorage, and so I was being sheltered. The trees here are not that, there's no big bluff or anything. And it was blowing pretty strongly at the time I was dropping the anchor, and now it's calmed down considerably. I don't know what's up with that. The forecast in general call for strong winds overnight and tomorrow night, and on and on. By strong, 10 to 15 with a gust of 20, I think is the general pattern. So anyway, one last point on the sail. I did use my navigation software on the iPad, chart plotter software, and CIQ is the one I use, SEAIQ, to record a track for what I did today, and it came out to 38 miles. So that's a long way. So it's from 6 to 3, 9 hours. So that's just under 4 knot average. And well, the last hours of the day really slowed things down. If that wind had kept up for the whole day, the morning wind, the southwest breeze, I would have been here at least an hour sooner. So during that, I was doing 5 knots pretty consistently, 5 and better, with both the Maine and the roller reefing head sail reefed pretty significantly. I mean, I started out with them all the way out. I said, oh no, I'm going to break something. So I reefed them both, pretty heavily, and it didn't really affect the speed at all, or not much. So and we didn't break anything, so all to the good. Okay, I can see we're almost certainly not going to get a sunset tonight. So this is probably it till tomorrow, and I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm going to have to figure things out in the morning, but it's going to be a lot shorter day than today was.